So things to look out for are like the browning of the leaves is kind of the first sign. If you have oak leaves, particularly red oak leaves, that the leaves start browning from the outside and then that browning starts to go in toward the center of the leaf, that is a sign of oak wilt. It doesn't necessarily mean oak wilt, but it's a first sign anyway. That will often start at the top of the tree, not at the bottom of the tree, because if your vascular system is cut off at the ground, which is basically what oak wilt will do, that's the first place that will be deprived of water and nutrients, is the top of the tree. So that's where that will generally start to happen, and then it'll work its way down and down and down until the whole tree has these funny browning at the edge leaves. Other signs you can look for, there will sometimes be like sort of cracks in the trunk section, like vertical cracks that are not just with the bark, they are like deeper than the bark. I'm happy to report that we can't show you an example of that here because this tree doesn't have oak wilt. So, and then often the leaves will start dropping early in the season. That is one thing that's kind of unique about oak wilt, is that if it rains, the rain will get on these brown leaves and it will drip off brown. So you'll see brown water falling off the leaves and onto your car, onto your driveway, whatever, which doesn't happen. Like if the leaves are just turning brown for the fall, that doesn't happen. The water will not collect the color of the leaves. And that also doesn't usually happen with, like, anthracnose is another disease that affects oak trees and turns its leaves brown, but you won't get brown water runoff from that. That's mostly only happens with oak wilt.